Hello everyone, how wonderful of you to join. Take a cuppa, sit back, relax and enjoy surviving Mars on 1000% difficulty. Sol 183 is over and we have achieved quite a bit in the last episode. We have managed to build up an education dome that is now working, so the Martian University Dome. What I would like to do next is a bit more specialization, but before we do that, let's actually have a look at my transporter that has been repaired. And we can once again send it out. There's still lots of metal over there that we can get. This will push us above 100 again. Pretty important that we continue with that. And my explorer has nothing to do right now. So far so good. By the way, do I have any scanning happening? Yep, down there. Perfect, in the south. Now what we should be able to do now is we are getting a lot of kids in at the moment. We have 9 now, and this is not going to get any weaker in the future. So we definitely need to do something here, and that is we need to further specialize the kids dome. First of all, we can get rid of the passages now. With that, we do save a bit of space. The reason is kids don't need a grocer, they don't need a diner. They will just go out here, eat the food packages and be fine with it. So raw food they get, like carrots, right? They can also eat the potato. Yeah, it's fine. They don't even have to peel it. And we get rid of the nursery, thus we have another slot for school, which we probably will need now, because that school is getting pretty cramped. We have 2 nurseries, that is fine. And we still need 1 more playground, because that is also full. So let's go ahead, playground number 2 for this dome. And probably also right away school number 2. Should we do this? It does cost me the electronics, but we have a pretty nice electronics production at this point. So let's go ahead and build us another school. So both of them are then working in this dome. And that's it. It has its power, it has its water, and the kids will just be very happy in there. Once done, they will no longer be allowed in here, and then they will be pushed out. The youth, they will then have to go not to the main dome, very good, not to the university dome, very good, but they will actually go to this dome here, where there's already 7 youth now living in. We have 7 youth, so that's the right amount of number. They're living in this dome. They have a very high comfort rating because their services are connected with the main dome. At the same time, they have the university in their go, and there they are, 4 of them, because we already have 3 engineers out of these youth, right? So the remaining 4 automatically go to the university, and the ones that have been trained are working then in the factories or in the farms over there, depending on what we train. Right now we only train engineers. We have 9 trained engineers already, and it's only going to continue like that. They're the most important ones right now, though. In order to secure my food, I might actually work towards botanists, and in order to secure my money, we could also work on some geologists specializations. I think let's do the geologists for now. Right, we have plenty of engineers now that are working already, boosting my income there, but a bit of more money will not hurt. We have a lot of rare metals there to dig up in that case. Alright, moving towards 60 people, that's fine. My main dome still has around 9 slots available of housing. We might consider another apartment in here, that is fine, before I need to transition to another dome then once more. But for now, this should be golden. Transporter is on its way. Research-wise, Mega Store, the Plasma Card are next. Let's do some outsourcing there as well. That's something I should consider. And I should also really consider now, soon, getting that metal dome down here up and running, right? That should be my next goal, to be honest. And the first geologist actually has been trained already, and yeah, well, as she should, is moving then right over to the rare metal extractor, where she digs up my rare metal. Perfect. Even though that is a bit strange, this dome here is not having it in its area of influence. Still, the youth is going over, and she is actually still living here. Interesting stuff, but it works by the looks of it. Yeah, she works over here, but lives here, even though it's outside of its reach. I'm fine with it. Also, another milestone, 60 people, 2 seniors, let's ignore this, right? But 60 people for the first time, also another milestone. We are growing faster. 7 more slots available in the main dome. That's also not that bad. Food-wise, we're at 180. We actually produce right now a surplus by the looks of it. We have the farm also fully staffed. By the way, I think all my jobs are staffed. Yeah, I only have 2 more jobs available. So this is good for us. Look at that. The polymer factory is almost full of engineers here, producing 8.7 polymers per day. Perfect. The electronics factory is actually having an available slot. And the machine parts factory is also having an available slot. But other than that, we are golden. Now, what I would like to do is, since we're getting more and more engineers now in, and with that also the workforce, let's go ahead and, yeah, bump it up to a large machine parts factory. This one is actually costing me then some electronics maintenance, so okay. Other than that, we should be better off with this one, as the base production is 12, whereas for the small one it's only at 4, and I want to bump up my machine parts production a lot. Let's build it. That's going to be golden. For the electronics factory, building a second one, that's still a bit off. We do need the research for that. And I think we actually should still be fine with that maintenance coming up there, right? Having a full production here. Yeah, once it's fully engineered, it will produce 3.5 per day. That is still amazingly fine for what we need to do there. 2 geologists, leading to a 5 almost, or even though it's not fully staffed. I'm happy to see that as well. 3 people are starving right now. It's 2. The 2 seniors, and other than that, oh, we have a homeless person. That's a youth, probably just turned youth. What are you doing? There is plenty of space over there. Why are you not going over? This dome is accepting you. Everyone's following along. Why are you not doing? Is he an idiot? No, he's not. He's a glutton, though. He's starving. He's probably not starving at the moment. Don't believe that. He's going out over to the other dome, getting him some food before he dies at this very young age. I mean, holy cow, these people sometimes. Now, machine part factory, the big one is up. Let's go ahead and boost its productivity right away. This is really expensive, but it's going to be worth it. Open up 2 shifts. Let's not make it completely full yet. So it's about the same amount of workforce, right? So the 3.8, 3.9 is actually, they're going to then move over here. Mega storage has been researched. We, by the way, have another money coming in, so I can outsource 2 more times. We're now going for the Martian Institute of Science. I'm going to completely skip the Research Institute, and we're going to just move to the Hawkins Institute right away. This will then be situated here and will provide a lot of research for the researchers that we train soon. With that, we can now get rid of this machine parts factory there. Let's do this. We're going to salvage it. People are moving over. As we can see, hopefully, primarily my engineers. No, not really. Put it to high priority there as well.
Sector scanned.
Oh, we do need another sector. It's probably that one here. Let's go for up there. That's closer. Oh, look at that. Very dangerous terrain you're in. They're chasing you. You know this by now, do you? It's a beautiful building, really. I do like these buildings. 4 we produce now with that, and it's not even fully staffed. So it's 1 more per day with the same amount of people. Now we get 5 out of it since there's another one moving in. That's a nice production surplus that we have, though of course we will also consume more metals because of that. But this will make it a bit worse there for us. Still, no storm at the moment coming. I'm happy to see that. We remain at 60. There's the growth there to be visible. That is coming back. We have 22. I could actually allow some exporting again. We could also just check out if we have any additional special project for us. Look at that. It's empty. There's no special project at the moment except the one that needs 7 people. It would need any 7 people. I still don't want to spare them for some resources only. We could actually capture some meteors. Let's do this. Knight Rider, let's get out there. Do us the favor, please, and capture some meteors. Even though at the size of the space, getting hit will be very likely. But we have materials ready for repairing, if it comes to that. Another unemployed person. Someone is not smart. He's a genius, though. We got a genius. Generates research when at high sanity. We got 1 genius, and he is producing 150 science points per soul for us, passively, just like that. That is amazing. He found the living quarter at least. That's something. Now please go to the university where you belong. Alright, he's moving in. He's moving in. Oh, he is already an engineer. Alright, then please go to your designated work area. He's not really genius-like. Takes him quite some time, but now he's working there, producing a 6 per day. I'm not going with the amplification for now because the power cut that it's coming from is really high. The power cost. We can outsource once more, so that we stay at a stable 1.1k again. There, one renegade stole something. We do have only 6 renegades. This is rather stable so far. Other rocket comes in for the export. Why is this one loading fuel again? It was actually fully loaded. I'll never understand this system. Next rocket comes in. This is then for the export again. We have plenty to export. Now with the growth, we will need to do something else. As we can see, only 4 more slots available in this dome here in Vonnegut, and we do need to apply another apartment to this area, which we can easily do, of course. Yeah, let's go ahead, and of course we're going to change its style then to something more appropriate. 3 seniors right now. This will probably drop us below 60 once more, but it's fine. We have 3 homeless. But they're going over, right? I mean, you're actually sitting right next to one of my living quarters. This is something I honestly don't quite understand. Oh, because they're sexy perhaps? Are you sexy? They're sexy! We had the sexy trait. We had the sexy filter applied that no sexy people would be allowed in here. That is strange. Now they should have a home. Yeah, these were all sexy people. Now please move over. Oh, cold wave is approaching. You are totally allowed to settle here. Why was the sexy perk disabled for this dome? I don't know. At some point I had to do it. Alright, they don't want to do it though, so this is the sexy person here. Let's move him in. Then the next sexy person, let's move her in. And a third sexy person, let's move her in too. Right, so they just, you can totally live there, of course. Now do it. Now we don't have any homeless people anymore. Are we? She still doesn't want to move in. Now she is perfect. Alright, terraforming, nuclear terraforming has been researched as well. Speaking about terraforming, ladies and gents, I'm ready. I'm ready to start some terraforming, to be honest. Let's get that explorer back home. The transport is still doing something. Dust storms are already on its way creeping up, so I will probably need to repair my transporter again soon. We'll just see. Let's get cracking with some terraforming, shall we? Now, terraforming is a long process, to be honest. And we will need to start small. We have it down here somewhere. There it is. And we have the GHG factory, which is our first. And this one will increase the temperature on Mars. With the temperature increase, we will see less cold waves and the appearance of toxic rains and clear water rains over time. That means that this is bringing a whole new bunch of problems, of course, with it. But it's going to reduce cold waves, the severity of them. And yeah, it's a first start in our way to terraforming Mars. GHG factory needs some fuel. So let's just check it out. We do have a very good fuel production. And of course, with that, we should have it then also somewhere up there. Let's have a look at my heater. There it is. So this would be fine because, of course, we want to keep it running during storms as well, during cold waves. And we should be able, yeah, like this, for example, to easily squeeze it in. Oh no, sorry. This was not within reach now. This should be within reach. There you go. And with that, we start the terraforming process. Once this has been built, of course. Some metal and some machine parts. But still, pretty expensive, right? When you consider all things. Terraforming is not going to be easy. Very good. We actually will now stay above 60 people. Next apartment has been finished. Let's upgrade it right away and give it a new look. Yeah, we can actually also go ahead with that. So we got 3 different apartments now here. Still at 180. I think we are a break even right now. The performance of the farm is at 96, which should be fine to feed everyone. Especially with all the upgrades that we had. And there it is. GHG factory up and running, polluting the atmosphere. When was that ever a good thing, I wonder? This time it is. We're just flat out polluting it now with dust, with fuel. And as we can see, the parameter for temperature is now climbing. This is exciting, isn't it? With that, Mars will never be the same again. When we look outside, it still hasn't really changed anything. I want a blue sky. I want that blue sky. And with that, we are making a first step towards it. Very, very important. It is consuming a bit of power, not that much really. And I'm also going to keep now at least some wind turbines active permanently. We can afford this now since we have a massive surplus of machine parts production, and I don't need to worry about that for a while anymore. What I need to worry about still is the metal production. So there's 83 metal still sitting here that we can collect. So there's still plenty of metals out there, right? And I don't need to worry about. The only thing that really disrupts my metal production is that. I mean, this is crazy looking at it. And Capture Meteor project has also been completed. With that, we will get a Meteor storm now. So it's starting already.
We have a food shortage.
And they're going down now on this plateau up there for the moment. Don't worry, that bothers me that much. Next rocket ready for Earth. There you go. Bring me some money. Bring me that money. We're at 70% for the Martian Institute of Science. That's going to be important. Meteor storm is fine. Soul in one soul. We have the cold wave. We need to keep that in mind, of course, for the heaters. I'm fully expecting this to get damaged here. Ah, they're all gone. Perfect. No worries. There's also more metal coming down here. And please also the occasional anomaly would be amazing. But as we can see, already 100 metal and 9 polymers are in this sector, thanks to all the meteors coming down. Now, we have full engineer-staffed polymer factory now, producing almost 10 per day, which is really way too much. So we are piling up the polymers at the moment. I'd rather have them working there in my electronics factory. So let's reduce the amount of workers we need for that and really have them pushed into those factories here as well, where they're slowly replacing the non-specialists, of course. The non-specialists are moving then to the service buildings primarily, where they should work, and also the farm for the moment, which is fine too for us. And yeah, the Ramel extractor. By the way, we don't have any more free jobs. I don't believe that. Let's assign one more to the farm. Where do we have free jobs still? Yeah, machine parts factory. Yeah. Go ahead. Open it up. I do need that research institute now soon for the jobs. And also, of course, we could start with the metal mining, since I do have then everything ready for that. Is it a good idea? Let's wait for the storm to pass though, the cold wave. Let's activate my heaters. They will need to be repaired anyway. Going to take them a while, and I will also need to activate now all the large wind turbines once more for the additional heating cost or power cost that we have. Actually, wait a second. Those ones up here I will not need. Let's not do this. Let's not waste more machine parts than we actually need. 2. I might actually also consider amplifying this one, but 20 power is 20 power.
Sector scan. And
stored power we have 10,000. Actually, let's go ahead and build us 2 more atomic accumulators, since we can afford this now. Let's have also one for security reasons up here somewhere. Yeah, right next to the dome, right? We could have it. It's connecting then anyway with the power grid. Up here we have one. And also here by the domes. 2 more for more power that we can store, making the whole thing safer. And another anomaly. Oops, I should have clicked on that. There it is. There is nothing really dangerous on its way for now. Oh, there's 2 anomalies now. So they're dropping. Very lucky we were this time. It went all down here and all down here now. And my transporter can get the 100 or so meteors that are, or metals that are in this area. Cold wave approaching. 23 power we still have, so we have a nice surplus for now. I can still keep the water extractor online, even though with the amplification they produce, they consume 25 energy, which is a lot, and we have so much water stored that's not really necessary keeping them intact. I'm still going to let them. It's fine, it's fine. This one is being... Yeah, we can actually keep going like this, I think. And by the way, didn't I delete the wind turbine at some point? Go away. Let's activate one more wind turbine, one large one, just to be on the safe side. At this point, we definitely don't want to have any collapse. Alright, how to open up more jobs? We can also enable now the security station. Because really, we do need to. There's another unemployed engineer here now. A second electronics factory might be fine for us as well. Could think about that. Security station up. at least here we do now have a bit of security we can add, and more importantly, we do provide jobs. Because now we have 8 jobs available again, but of course we will fill that in soon as we are quickly moving towards 70 people now. We do need to provide, of course, all that. And yeah, I think this makes the next logical step then clear. The metal production down there, and also the Martian Institute that we can provide for these people. Power-wise, it's fine, even though we really have a high consumption at this point. I should not feel too safe. I will probably, yeah, activate that wind turbine too and upgrade it as well. I want to make absolutely sure that this is all working out, and the second electronics factory will be needed. Oh, Martian Institute of Science, we have it, with the anomaly boosting us by another 1,000. This is going to be huge for us. Plasma cutter is next in line. We could actually work towards a bit more terraforming. Yeah, vegetation grows faster. We definitely will need this once we start with the vegetation. Nah, let's just keep it like that for now. Good vibrations. Sanity increase. Plasma cutter is going to take a while now anyway. That is golden. And also some rare metals are coming in for more money. Actually, let's get the micro manufacturing on its way. This is way more important that we get the electronics factory, because we will need more electronics in the future, and I want to make sure that we do have the right production here. The upper corner has been researched now to scanned, and then we can actually go completely crazy in this corner, and then we will soon also have deep scanned the whole map. And as we progress through the next cold wave, which is ending then in 4 souls, the Meteor Storm will also come in once more, another one, hopefully not as devastating. And with that, yeah, I think we are on a good path here. 1% temperature has been already achieved as we continue with that. And we will soon need to think about new ways of expansion, as this dome is also reaching a maximum capacity. For example, just harvesting some metal, not thinking of anything in the world really, just doing his job, simple as that. And that's it. On the other hand though, we have a whole colony to manage over here. Sol 197, and as we can see, a meteor storm is upon us. And as I can see, it's actually coming down on my base this time. So we need to be extremely careful, and also perhaps a bit hysterical. Let's just see, it's coming down now. Oh yep. Let's get my commander away here, please. Unfortunately, I don't have the defense system up yet. Boom! That did actually hurt. We can repair it though. Only disrupting my
Meteor
concretes right now. The next impact. Oh, my children, they're going to be in for some fun. This time though, we are looking much better on my resources, so repairing things will be simple. Boom! That's probably going to cost me the 5 polymers. Nope, didn't destroy anything by the looks of it. Alright, that's that. Yeah, was fine, nothing happening there, but of course the showers this time really going down in my area, so there will be more damage. Alright, next export, we are starting here with Knight Rider. We have lots of rare metals at this point. What is going on with my water? For some reasons we're not really pushing this one up, are we?
Meteor incoming.
Oh. That's a landing pad, fine. And another one? No, that's just this. Is it destroying the landing pad? We'll just see. Yeah, it is destroying it. One-shotting the whole thing. At least we get some resources out of it again. I don't think I need a landing pad there anyway. I've got these here. They're still protecting me. Now, we've also started with the terraforming in the last episode, so at least a small start. Temperature is going up. I could actually build a second one, to be honest, but I would need a bit more fuel production because of that. Right now, we have a consumption of 10 and a production of 20. That is okay, but we always want to have a nice surplus, of course, but more fuel in return needs more water, of course. We could, for example, now upgrade one of them. Right, thank you. This is going to destroy my concrete, most likely. No, it did not. Very good. And we're at 69 people, by the way, so another milestone coming closer now. I'm just really a bit tensed right now, under tension, because of the meteors, so I don't want to focus on too much else. Of course, we have a lot to do. Alright, it seems like it's moving a bit further now into this direction, so we can focus a bit on our construction again. Now, next in line is, of course, the metal. There's also a not a water, I thought this was a water. There's also a concrete deposit here, and the science boost that I could theoretically use. I'm probably not going to do this, though. The first thing is, my rocket from Earth is ready to land again. Why is this one not getting any... Oh, it's outside. Alright, Knight Rider, I'm sorry. I need to use this landing pad here now, or this landing pad actually in the future. I need to make sure of that because it's outside of the dome, as we can see, of the drone hub. So this one here will then just do the exporting just fine. It's okay, we do always need to have some in store anyway. Let's go ahead, and build us the next very important thing, and that is a Hawkins Institute, a Science Hawkins Institute. And there we have it. Pretty nice to look at, and it's also pretty expensive. 15 electronics, but 10 polymers and 30 concrete. Of course, the electronics are hurting us the most, and with that we will be able to finally push for real research. We already should have a sizable amount of scientists in the area, even though none are being trained right now. That's because we didn't have anything for them at this moment, but of course with that this is now happening. And on the other hand, what we can also then do here is preparing our metal extraction. That transporter. By the way, there's so many meters coming down again, so it's looking rather like we have a lot of resources at our doorsteps. There's also some 62 more metal. I think I can postpone my metal a bit longer, as long as my transporter is doing a good job there. It's manual tasks, but it's still something that works.
Sector scanned. We have a food.
And 71, we are past 70. Rechoice. As we are growing ever so quickly, ever so slightly. And there's all the resources in. We can build it now. Power-wise, we are fine. By the way, Cold Wave is still remaining for one soul. Water-wise, I'm a bit worried though. And there it is, Hawkins Institute. Let's enable 2 shifts and make them full like this for now. And of course, we could also put it to high priority so that the researchers are going over. Let's keep it medium priority for now. Researchers should be going over there. And since we have a lot of other things, let's actually focus a bit on scientists here. Because I want to get this one done here now. Costing me 4 electronics, by the way, per day. This is bringing our electronics now to a break-even point. I do need to get my micro-manufacturing on the way so that we can start with some proper production for electronics. Rocket is full. Off you go towards Earth. Get me that money. For the electronics factory, I will need to prepare a bit more space in that dome because, of course, that's the logical choice for it right now. I will need to move. I will need to get the passage in here, right? And we will need to move some of them away from everything. So there's going to be the second tunnel here.
A colonist has died.
And we're going to move the living quarters, one here and one here. Actually, that's fine. There's never going to be more than 12 youths in here. That's the illusional. Off it goes, and with that we can have now a passage. Hopefully. Of course not. That is working. It's looking very strange, but it is working. Go ahead and do this. Just incredible how long it takes for one of these passages to be constructed. So many drones working on that. There you go. With that we can get rid of this passage here, which makes it then possible to use this whole slot here for an electronics factory. Meanwhile, yep, Hawkins Institute is coming up, so we are actually coming already close to the maximum here. 200 per soul will be produced with this now in addition. And of course, could do another outsourcing there to speed it up and get the electronics factory in 3 souls. I'm not feeling too certain here right now, but the electronics factory, please. we need electronics. We're actually going down on electronics now because the Hawkins Institute, of course, is also consuming a lot of that. Probably should have built the electronics factory first, but nothing I can change about that now. It's still going to work. It's tighter than it needs to be, but it's still going to be fine. By the way, we really don't need that much polymer production. Let's get this down a bit. 7.6 is fine for the 2 that we have per day as a maintenance cost. And the cold wave is over. Thank the gods. All of them. And with that, let's also turn off some of those wind turbines again, especially up here. I don't need all of them working all the time. 2% temperature. There is something growing. And another milestone, sold 200. We have quite a bit of time behind us now. And we are past 70 people. This is also a nice growth, I think. For now, it's just as fast that we can reman everything and also fill in the jobs slowly, right? But it's not an out of control growth at the moment, which is also good. And I'm also happy to see that we do have a almost balanced ratio, males to females. 24 to 27, that is just fine. Since we have a pretty huge fuel surplus and also electricity is not a problem, I'm actually considering building me a second GHG factory. We also have enough machine parts and the maintenance cost of that is also fine. Let's go ahead and do this once again within the heater there, please. So over here we can do this to double up the speed at which we go ahead and terraform. I think here is also a good location for it. Right within everything, right beside the fuel factory. As we also creep closer to 80 people. And with that we will have then a temperature increase of 0.5 per day. Go ahead, you little drones. And number 2 is also ready and activated. Fuel is coming in. We continue pollution. Yet we don't see the effects though, of course. It's way too early for that. But I really love about the game is that you do see gradual improvements then in the atmosphere, on the ground and stuff like that. While our research pumps up to 500 almost. Do we have another genius? No, we don't have another genius yet. Oh, it's 150, but the outsourcing still is in effect as well, leading to quite a lot of research points per day. And this leads now to the completion of the micro manufacturing. Also another dust storm is coming in. Let's just see how my my wind turbines then fare. I think they should be fine, all of them. There you go. And with that, we can now finally go ahead and get us a big factory on the way. It's going to be expensive though, I think. So there we have it. Electronics factory, 15 electronics, unfortunately. 5 metal and 10 concrete. This will really bring us down there.
We have a food shortage.
Should I wait a bit? I think I'm going to wait a little bit longer for this to build. Because I want to build up some storage there. At least again, we have used a lot of electronics for our research institute and stuff like that. What we can do though in the middle is, or in the meantime, building up that mining colony finally, because I want to get rid of that transporter that we need to manually control all the time, and we now have enough workforce really. Let's go ahead, and I think a microdome will be just fine to get all of them in. Yep, that's looking fine to me, because we do have them, both of the metal deposits in, and also far away that it doesn't pollute my dome that much. It will need a power cable, a dedicated one, of course. Let's just see that we perhaps there's no way here, so we'll probably need to make it. There's already one of the first problems. I mean, I could also just have some solar panels for this working. Nah, way too complicated. Let's rather just draw a cable. The cable goes from here all the way down, and then all the way towards my dome, and then also to the metal extractors, of course, making the connection here. The same thing is then with the pipes, of course. The pipes really don't cost me anything,
colonist has died.
which is the great thing about it. We should be able then, to draw the pipes. Let's keep it clean, just along the power cables, really. Also all the way down here. Very important, yes. Look at that, it's already creeping up. It's already creeping up, saying hello. Incredible. These dust devils, I don't believe it. Let's have one here. Let's have one here. And yeah, for sure, we do need one around here, I think, as a defense option. And I think that will be fine. Let's actually move this one a bit further away. To this point there, right? That is looking good. We do need some depots here, of course. Let's start with universal depots. My shuttles should actually do the trick and move a few materials over. And there they are, perfect. Doing it. And my commander can do the rest and just construct. Even though I could also get a transporter over, but nah. My transporter has more important things to do, and that is getting us some more metal. Oh, there's no metal here? We had some meteors going down in this area. There should be metals. Some 20 more over there. That's okay. Shuttle transportation. Shuttle is heavy loaded. That is okay. Dust storm in 6 hours. Let's activate all my wind turbines.
A colonist has died.
We're working on plasma cutter now. That's for the rare metal then. Good vibrations also is perfect for especially also my mining dome. Shuttle increase is of course nice to have. We could probably also work on my next terraforming project, because I would like to slowly start getting this done. Artificial lakes might be something. Also vegetation grows faster, I think, is a very good one, because that would be my next goal then, getting some grass on the ground. We need to have some atmosphere for that first though. It's been a while. I think it's fine though. Look at that, it's getting quite busy here. Let's actually get my bit further over there. Dust storm is upon us. Production has started. Hopefully it's maximized. There it is. It's all up now. The leaks, of course, are hurting us a bit. And a bit is actually undervalued here, because, of course, they're hurting us quite a lot. Of course, that dust storm is coming in at the worst possible timing, because I still needed some more resources here. So what we can also do is that transporter could unload the resources in the metal deposit, for example, so that we can start continuing with the construction. And please also get me some concrete here and unload it then down there. There it is, concrete coming over manually. But we need quite a bit of it, so let's go with another hole. Metal is dropping hard. I will need that transporter again soon. It's really... Of course, that storm had to come now during our expansion, but yeah, we are just going to live with that. Some leaks are hurting my balance for power, but we do have a surplus production with all the wind turbines. Research is at 1.5k. Without outsourcing, it would be at 1.2k, so that is already a pretty high base level there. Look at that, it's fully staffed with researchers. Let's go ahead and open up 2 more slots. And I really will need more engineers soon for the electronics, so let's actually do some engineer training. There's also once again more concrete coming down, and then I will just have to get some metal from somewhere. This is not easy. We could, yeah, I think I will have to do something like that, unfortunately. We could open up and try to get some metal in with some polymers that we can pay. This should be fine. This should be something that someone wants to trade with us, hopefully. Doesn't look like it. Of course not. No one likes us.
We have a food shortage.
There's 44 metal here still somewhere.
Sector scan.
There they are. Get them back home. Fuel explosion. Of course down here. I mean, come on. There wasn't even any fuel in it, right? And just a bunch of it. It's also just awesome when there's a lightning strike right on the drone hub, and the drone hub will not work for the duration. That means all the drones are not working currently. The dispute, an argument between an engineer and a scientist, has escalated and is now the talk of the entire colony. The dispute with profession is more vital for the colonization effort, has polarized the colonists into 2 different camps. You tried to avoid being sucked into the ridiculous debate, but were ambushed by representatives of both sides. In your opinion, Commander, who is more critical of, oh my goodness, for the colony's success, the engineers or the scientists? Ridiculous. Both roles are vital. Okay, it's also just about who should we boost for the future, right? So engineers I could boost, of course. I mean, theoretically, to be honest, engineers are more important because scientists, they offer something for the future. Engineers will keep the colony going, though. It's just a free boost, I guess. Let's not do any of that because there might be consequences coming out of it. So how long do we not have that drone hub now? I cannot repair it because it's just really been hit by a lightning strike, so... Shouldn't hurt us that much, right? Everything is still working, we still have water. Oh cool, also my domes are disabled by lightning strike.
Resources are low.
This could hurt us though, potentially a lot. Let's just hope that it doesn't last too long. It still has 31 concrete on board. Let's get this unloaded, please. Somewhere here. Let's unload the concrete. I wonder what the game actually understands under several hours. It's been a day. Next day, 206. It's also 206. Would you please continue working? I will need to destroy the leaks myself, I think. There's a massive leak. 2 massive leaks here that don't cause anything other than not the concrete workers working for now. That's fine. Please, what is this? Continue. Let's get the commander over there, because for some reasons they don't activate right now. We are in a bit of a problem, aren't we? I didn't expect this to happen so soon, so quickly again. What is this?
We have a food shortage.
It's been more than a day now, not several hours. My commander does the job now, though. Ah, there it's working again. They are going to have some heavy workload now, yes. Repairing a bunch of things. That was dangerous, that situation. Alright, we do need a bit more metal down there too. I think I've unloaded that. Unload the metal. And please find me some more metal over there somewhere. 29 would be here.
Resources are low.
And get this over to this area so we can continue with the construction of the dome here. Very important. I want to get this along now. It's really a bad coincidence that all of this happens when an electrostatic dust storm is upon us. That expansion is more hurtful than I thought it would be. Get the drone commander down there again. We should have some materials to continue construction. At least we are mainly protected now. And another lightning strike right on the depots. Fortunately, there was no real fuel deposit there this time. 5 temperature, 5%. That's another nice success rate. And close to 80 now we are. 78, 79. Electronics is a bit bad right now. I'm working on that. Trust me. I'm really down on electronics now. I will need to activate the night shift for... Yeah, I will need to do this. We can't import electronics. It's way too expensive at this point. We had the difficulty parameter that import prices go up over time, and it costs me 300 million now to import just 5 of them. So we would be out of money with just importing, yeah, 15 electronics. Storm is over. Thank you so much. Let's deactivate a bunch of them, but not all of them anymore. This will be fine, and a few we keep going. My rockets can land again. The other one is on Earth, actually. We can send it back. I could look at that. 200 million. Yeah, let's get 10 in to speed it up, right? This brings us to 800 million we have, which is all still fine. I don't need to outsource that much anymore anyway. My shuttles work again. This is a big lifesaver, or a big, well, thing that improves us in general. A lot of my buildings need metal right now. Transportation problem, yeah. And there's the metal being unloaded now. And then delivered. So with the shuttles, we don't need to send the transporter to the mining dome anymore, but rather can just collect, because the shuttles will do the rest. There's some more metal. Yeah, it's really important now. It's time that we get the metal mining colony on its way here. So we still need a bit more metal for the dome itself. Life support is here then. Then we need to start with the construction, so a bit more concrete. We have plenty of that here. And then we can send over the people for this, right? And then we just need the metal extractor producing me some, and with that should be on a path forward. The rocket comes with the electronics. I'm waiting for that as well, and we continue happily then in 5% temperature. That means, yeah, it's getting a bit warmer now on Mars. So after the -90, we finally have -89 degrees on Mars. So this is already really a heat wave, you could say. And this, of course, is only going to increase from now on until all the way up to 100%. We will at some point start with the atmosphere, water and vegetation. But right now, temperature is my goal, to get the cold waves down a bit, right? It's been a bit too cold lately. Now, next up, we have a huge problem. We have no metal anymore. This is devastating. If I don't fix this ASAP, the whole colony will collapse, basically overnight, you might say. For that reason, already my transport is on its way. However, he's just not fast enough anymore to gather materials for the demand that we have. I'm a bit late to the party when it comes to metal production, but of course, better late than be sorry. Better safe than be sorry. That was something like that. You know what I mean? I'm definitely going to be safe now. Late safe than to be sorry. And for that, we have already our mining dome set up over here. Now, what we need is, we need to build up that infrastructure to continue with it. So we do need a metal extractor, number one. I'm going to have two for this. Number one, let's just make sure that it's out of the dome's reach. And a second one that we have then down here, just fine. Right, so both of them will need some power. This one is along the power line already. This one here will need a dedicated power cable. Let's just make this one actually continue there, right? Otherwise it would look just nasty overall. They will need some dedicated storage for metal that I would really like to have. So this is where the metal comes in. So the shuttles will then take it. And I think also this one here will get this. And also they will need some dumping site that we want to have. Here and here for both of them. There comes the shuttles with the demands that we have. So they deliver, for example, concrete right now, machine parts that we need for the production. They will also deliver then the people over. I really love shuttles, basically. They make so many things so much easier. Next up, we do need the infrastructure for the dome. Unfortunately, that's the thing with people. Yeah, you do need to have some infrastructure for them. We're going ahead with, let's make it 4 living quarters. I will also need, unfortunately, some service buildings. I'm not entirely sure about the space bar, to be honest. We are definitely going with one, though. I want to have a small grocer that provides the food, and we also want to have an infirmary, of course, to make the babies, because these people, well, of course, being minors, they should still be able to make babies for us. The cool thing is then also the babies, the kids, are getting then transported via shuttle automatically over to my kids' dome. So also something I don't need to worry about. I hope these people are happy for this, that their kids are getting transported away one day. That's just the circle of life on Mars. We are going ahead with some parks as well to keep the comfort rating high. Let's have one here, let's have one here, and let's also get us a pond. Makes things even nicer. And one more here, right? And we would still have something to grow. Perhaps another living quarter at some point. That's something else. Let's actually activate this one. It has its connection with everything. It's powered up. It's breathable air. It has water. So this is all working out. Even though with water we might need to, work on something there too. And the first one is already online. Next up, before people actually get over here, let's enable some filters, right? Who is allowed in this dome? Certainly not kids, certainly not youth, because they need to train at the Martian University. Adults and middle-aged are fine, and the seniors, goodbye. You have your own dome for that. Specializations, we're going with non-specialists. These are the people that work then in the service buildings. And I'm going to say no to engineers, scientists, officers, geologists we actually need. Alright, so geologist and tourist also goodbye. Even though tourists might want to visit a mining colony at some point, here you go. And the geologists, of course, are the ones that are staffing then the metal extractors. The filters are in. This should be all now fine. The shuttles will adhere to the filters. They will then transport the right persons over once we have the first living quarters built. Then also my other buildings are coming along. It's only just needing concrete everything in here. That's just perfect for us, so we can quickly fix those things. Metal extractor number 1 is up. Let's also amplify it right away, enable a second shift, and put priority then to high once the dome is finished. Number 2 is also coming along. Where is my transporter? My transporter is already loading the metal
Meteor shower
that we're going to need soon. A meteor shower. We are working right now on the mining dome. Let's also name it. So Martinez. Hello Martinez. Thank you very much. One of my long-term supporters on Patreon. Glad you enjoy the content. This time you're not an island or a battleship. This time you are a dome. A mining dome. That is very important. Without one we can't survive anymore. Next extractor is online. Let's amplify it. Second shift enabled. The thing that I forgot now is the heater. We'll need a heater. If I build one here, I think the radius will be big enough for all of it. Yeah, should be fine. Should be fine with the heater. We could also build 2 heaters. It's cheap still. Electricity wise, we can afford it. Yeah, water is going to be a culprit now soon though. Alright, this is coming along. Let's have the grocer. Yep, 2 shifts. I will not do overtime on the grocer. Certainly not. Infirmary coming up for the baby making and sanity. And then the spacebar actually needs some metal. So the shuttle should get the metal now over then as well. We also finished the parks then here. Very good. It's all coming along. What is that? Machine parts, alright. Didn't know we need more machine parts. I mean, of course we need to maintenance, or we need to repair those buildings then as well. They need quite a lot of machine parts. Only at 19 electronics so far. Working already on double shifts, right? So 3 shifts full. That's 4.5 electronics per day. This should really push us up there to at least 30. There's also the rocket on its way with 10 electronics in addition. Everything that we need. Alright, so that dome is activated. The service buildings are here. The workplaces are here. Let's put it on high priority. The same goes with the metal extractors. I want people to work here. And of course it's going to be geologists only, hopefully. And non-specialists. Even though soon we'll have no non-specialists anymore. Because everybody is trained for something then. So now we just need to wait for the shuttle, right? Is there anything else we need to consider? I don't think so. I mean, my shuttles are pretty busy right now.
We have a food
shortage. The dome is online. This is online. I don't have geologists. I just noticed now. We don't have any geologists, to be honest. I do need 19 now. Let's actually... I'm focusing on engineers right now. This is crazy. I forgot about that. Let's put the geologists online. We don't have them. We only have engineers at the moment. I mean, engineers are fine too. Let's actually push more engineers then into the polymer factory if I have any surplus on them, because we still have some space. And I think... no specialization. Still 32 people with no specialization. So perhaps some of them are moving over then here, please. But once we get the first geologist now, they will then be transported over. We should actually be able to watch this in real time. So whenever there's one coming out, which is happening now, he should immediately get grabbed by a shuttle and transported over. My future miners. Even though, of course, they might still be youth. And then we have another problem with that. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. We're waiting on that. It's just the cycle of life, really. There's the next dust devil spawned right on top of my transporter. We need to repair the transporter. But not before it's over. Of course, it's going to sit around here now with my transporter a bit. They're having fun. Let's get the commander halfway there. Even though I will need the commander here soon. 21 electronics. Where's my rocket? With the 10 electronics. Next rocket full with rare metals. Let's push it out. Let's launch it. And who's coming there? There is the first graduate coming. No, it's actually youth without specialization. Are you kidding me? Working at the small growers. Okay, because we allowed non-specialists. Hopefully it's not too many of them. I don't have anyone really... No, I can't allow youth in here. Did I? Actually put this off. No, sorry. No youth, please. Okay, we do need to wait a bit before they turn adults. This is a bit of a problem. I could... Since we really have enough non-specialists working here too, right? We got the geologists there. Why are they not going over? Please move over. We need to manually do this. The game is not too smart about employments. So we got some geologists working in the infirmary right now. And for some reasons they don't want to assign themselves to the other dome. Ah, because that dome... No, it's also not on high priority. No idea. Okay, hooray, though there is the first geologist now. He's middle-aged already, so he's moved over now. And he's then also moving into one of these living quarters here, living a happy life.
We have...
Actually, you know what? Let's actually also allow youth in, because, at least I think I'm on the right track here, we can't train everybody anyway. We are training too many specialists right now. Soon we'll have no one to train anymore, because we're filling up those slots. There's plenty of youth in here. If some of them go to work right away, this will be fine, right? We can't have only specialists. We need some people here also to staff that. We got 2 geologists working in here now for both of these extractors. More are coming now. Probably the youth then now. Ah, another geologist. Adult, perfect. Freshly trained, probably turned adult and is moving over now. There's another one coming in. So it's filling up, perfect. There is now no specialization people coming in. And as we can see, they are staffing then the grocer, the spacebar, and the infirmary, of course, would need a medic at some point. Who's coming in here now? A geologist, youth, perfect. Geologist. That's fine. This is starting to work. Anomaly, I love that. And do we have... Oh, yeah, we are really, really low on metal now here too. For salvageable stuff. 82. There we have some. Where is it? Looking like polymer. There it is. I don't need polymers, please. Get me the metal. Alright, next rocket is here with the electronics on board. This means that we can now put all of them here back offline. There is a geologist adult who actually stays in the factory rather than goes to the metal extractor. How dare you? This is no place for you.
Meteor incoming.
Oh god. Of course! Of course. Never expected anything different. Nope, I don't want to know more about meteor storms. I think I have a pretty good idea of what a meteor storm is. 37 electronics we have now. It's time. Goodbye salvage or goodbye small electronics factory. It's been an honor. It really has been. Also lots of materials coming out of it. Would someone please clear that building? Thank you very much. And now we can go ahead and get us that big electronics factory. There it is with the 15 electronics cost. But it's going to be oh so nice for production. Plus it's one of the nicest looking buildings in the game, I think. Go ahead and build it. High priority right away. We want to finish this ASAP. We can't be without electronics production for too long. Perfect. Grocer is up and running. Spacebar is up and running. Infirmary is up and running now. And geologist here, geologist there. The mining colony is starting now to really produce us something. We need more to scan. We are running out of deep scanning material. Yeah, it's actually the last in the line. And then we're done with it.
Anomaly analyzed.
1,200 points brings us now to the plasma cutter. 50% production for rare metals. I'm in for this. I'm jiggling. Or something's tickling, I should say. Alright, comfort rating 87 in this dome, thanks to having all the tech available that boosts the comfort rating of normal domes. Plus also we're boosting the home collective, of course, for the living residences to get them further up. Plus they get those services, which is of course helping as well. I love my shuttles.
Research complete.
Plasma cutter, there it is. Rare metal extractor production is increased by 50%. Vegetation growth simulator is a really small research at this point, so we can easily go ahead with this. I would love some more breakthroughs. Unfortunately, we don't have that. So it of course should settle in now, right? So there is of course, we kind of like waste some youth to no specializations, but we have 10 youth anyway and 13 children coming after this. So plenty of people, and we do need no specialists after all. Alright, that's fine. By the way, no, let's keep the university there still at geologists, and Remal export is coming in. 1.6 billion we have right now. That's just lovely. Cargo rocket, do we need anything? We could actually get a drone hub over. We don't need the money that much. Nah, let's not do this. It just feels wrong. We could get some seeds over though to start the vegetation process at some point. 220 million. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Let's not do this. Sorry. We can just easily get those things ourselves if I want to. Food-wise, we might actually watch out. Let's have another trade there. But we, of course, need to do something with the food. First, we got a lot of geologists working at the farm. Doesn't make that much sense. Let's get over to the... Please get over to the dome. I will actually need another... living quarter. This dome is getting full there now. It was to be expected. It's probably not the perfect dome layout. I totally agree. I've watched some... looked at some perfect layouts, but I don't care really. I build it like I want, and I want a lot of scootly pooping people in this dome, producing me metal and stuff like that. We have a production here of 9 now per soul, and here of 15 per soul. This leads to a total production of 24 metals per day. My total maintenance is at 2.9, so we are already way ahead of this. Already way ahead of my metal consumption with those two. And they can just work now, right? The shuttles are getting the metal then over, and that's basically the metal production that we fix with that. I don't need that transporter anymore, really. But of course, we're still going to collect a few more things. Okay, this farm is always filling up with geologists, so let's enforce the specialization. So only botanists are allowed in here. We're training. We're still training, of course. Yeah, I've lost a bit of a generation here now to the mining dome. It's fine, because of course they're going to work here now for a very long time. So we will not need youth, no specialists for a very long time again. So training resumes, of course, shortly. Another thing, first of all, the electronics factory, right? There it is working now. We get the engineers coming in. We will go with the amplification. Of course, we're doing this. The factory, I'm going to wait a bit before I start full production again. Look at how many people we can squeeze in here. And... Ramel extractor, please. Also enforce specialists.
A colonist has died.
I can actually reduce my machine part production there quite a bit. And we're doing this, of course. I don't need that many people working it, and they can rather work than in my electronics factory. Let's stop exporting for now. I do have a bit of a workforce problem when it comes to geologists. Since I'm using a few of them in the metal extractors now, the RAM metal extractor has problem staffing, and we don't need the export really, right? Absolutely not. We got 1.6 billion. I don't even know what to do with that. We could outsource a bit. Let's go with a full outsourcing. Bill here to 1.5. That's okay.
A colonist has died.
We're 90 people, by the way. I didn't even notice. 15 children. Oh god, that dome here is also coming to its capacity already. We will need to expand to new domes soon. Perfect. Electronics factory fully staffed almost now with 1 shift. Producing me 4.3 electronics, which is a lot considering we only need 0.4. Food-wise, food might be my next task that I need to focus on. I'm now filling up the botanist. We should be seeing more people here in the university again soon. Right, especially since they have to grow up at some point. Has there been any baby making already in the dome? Yeah, there was already a child being born. That's happening so quickly, right? 74 comfort rating, and people are, yeah, reproducing. Let's also enforce specialists in the metal extractor and in both of them, because I don't want to have more youth, no specialists getting over here. That doesn't make sense, right? Up to this point, they were actually moving over now. We have those few people here working, metal extractor working, and that's it. I don't want anyone else over there. The people that have now no jobs, these no specialist youths, let's please get to the Martian University for you. There you go. This should solve the issue here.
We have a
Oh, I see. We ran out of water up here. This is bad. Okay, we have for another 6 souls water. That was quick. That was faster than I thought it would be. Here we still have 2,400 water. We have another water deposit down in this area. That's 8,000, but only with a low grade as well. So I can already see myself building some water outposts that we will need. There is... Oh, by the way, we have that deep water... Here, I will need to get this ASAP. So we have the deep water extraction. Let's push this up. And let's actually... No, we cannot outsource anymore, right? We get 2.2k per day right now. 8 souls it will take us. I can, of course, still go ahead now. We have 19 electronics. I'm going to build me a drone hub, another one, for this whole region. And as we can see, this will be fine, overlapping. We have both the dome, the extractor, and the water in its reach. So let's build it here. And with that, we will be able then to get the water extractor down in this area there. I will actually have to probably work with 2 of them. No, 2 of them I will do for the deep mining then, but that should be fine. One of them is producing 8. Was it 8? No, it was 4, I think. This is 3.8. This one is a low grade. This is a very low grade. Okay, so this one will definitely be a bit higher. We should solve the issue with that. I might actually need some moisture vaporators though. I don't believe that.
Resources are low.
Okay. Drone hub construction is now ongoing. Perfect. Once again, we will have to use some universal depots where they overlap. So probably somewhere here. Just so that there is some overlapping for all of these thingies. The drone commander is no longer needed, no longer required here. I can actually get rid of 4 more drones, right? The commander doesn't need that many drones. And we can push this one up to... Yeah, 10. It's probably too much, but it's okay. Let's get this one over here to the reed extractor in the meantime. And they're building this now. And what we also will still need, of course, is another pipe system. We can actually connect the dome with the pipe and then get the pipes over. That's fine too, because the dome is connected here, and the dome also acts kind of like as a bridge. Another thing we'll need is another large dumping site right next to it. And that's it. This should solve a few more problems with my water for now. However, long-term wise, we will need that deep water deposit there as well. Pooh, we're really out of geologists still. They're all moving to my metal extractor at the moment, and we can feel this. Metal is going up very steeply. And that's that. 2, 3... 8,000 water, that will be fine for a while. And there we have it.
Sector scan.
Of course, we'll also need to amplify this one right away. Producing 4 now, probably leading then to 5 with the upgrading. Oh, it's actually producing 8. Oh, this one is producing 5 now. Very good. And with that, we have a surplus again. And the rest is then being stored in my water tanks. Fine. And deep water extraction is coming along. We will need 6 souls for that. So this is all now working because we have the water deposits then available to us. We got a split support system. This is looking fine to me.
A colonist has died.
Water production is fine. No, it's connected with the water grid, to be honest. Of course, we are already coming to the test as well with the heating system. Cold wave is approaching. For that, we do need a heater then for this whole area. So that's something that I don't like so much. Oh god. I just hope that we actually get both of the extractors in. Actually, it wouldn't be the worst if not. I mean, it's just not okay, but the dome definitely. This extractor perhaps. Still not enough water. Why? The water tanks are not full though. Nope, they're not. Do we really consume that much water? Water demand is at 11 right now. It's my main dome most likely. Consuming 4.5 water. Fuel, of course, we do need a lot right now. Also because of my shuttles that consume a lot of that. There's the heater. Ah, very good. We can actually get everything in and we don't even need to use the maximum. This will be fine. That's going to be some 30 power then, but of course we have then more wind turbines doing the job here. 14 children, 11 youth, so there should be more training again. Very good. For medics and botanists and geologists, that's what we still need. And also electronics factory producing a 3.5 per day. It's fully meeting demand, of course, but demand is also pretty high at this point with electronics, basically. Stay tuned.